You know, these tariffs, they're not the only tool that the administration has. These new foreign direct investment restrictions, they are another key tool as well. And Washington, under those rules, now has the power to limit foreign investment in real estate and critical technologies as well as critical infrastructure, plus big data, all in the name of protecting its intellectual property. The country also has more leeway to facilitate investment with mitigation. But there's also a message here, right? Because the Chinese and American negotiators, they're negotiating at the U.S. Treasury Department just behind me, and right next door at the White House, we've got U.S. President Donald Trump celebrating this new, tougher tool. And while Washington can use these restrictions on any foreign investment, Trump has made no secret of the fact that he intends to use them as a limit to Chinese investment.
Intellectual property and all sorts of different things of that nature are being stolen from us by other countries. It's going to be very hard for them to do that. We're putting a lot of safeguards in, and we're doing a lot of things against foreign acquisition of property.
A senior White House official sort of described the position that Washington has taken as this: listen, if you want progress, Beijing, in these talks, you need to open up your markets further. And of course, Beijing says, look, we've already been doing that. But just to give you an idea how much these two sides are talking past each other, that same White House official telling me this, quote, in past conversations, despite what I would characterize as mountains of evidence about those practices, such as forced technology transfer and forced joint ventures, they come into the meeting and say, we don't do that anymore. I think the evidence suggests otherwise, and I think the international community agrees with us. And of course, Beijing is really taking a hard line of its own. It has filed a complaint at the World Trade Organization about this latest round of tariffs on $16 billion worth of Chinese imports. It has also retaliated against those imports. And here's what the Foreign Ministry had to say about its overall efforts in these U.S.-China trade talks.
In order to protect China's own interest and defend multilateral trade mechanisms, we decided to take countermeasures against U.S. tariffs. For the ongoing trade negotiation, we hope the U.S. side can work with us and that good results can be achieved.
Now, the Chinese Commerce Ministry has also said in the past that Washington should treat Chinese investors objectively, that national security concerns should not become an obstacle to investment in the United States. Jessica Stone, CGTN at the White House.